HXP Realty, and welcome to our channel for Everyday Orlando, channel about living in Orlando, Florida.
Sorry. Hello everyone, and welcome to our channel Everyday Orlando. We are Jim and Lynda Lloyd, and we are so excited to share these videos with you.
That's right. We ourselves moved from New Jersey to Orlando, Florida 2 years ago, and we have loved every single minute of it. So today we're going to explore the pros and cons of living in Orlando, Florida. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Pro number one, it's magical. So Linda's a huge Disney fan. One of her main things, non-negotiables, prerequisite was that we were going to live within 30 minutes of the Magic Kingdom.
It was a goal. It was a bucket list. It was something I needed.
And you know what? The reality is that the world vacations here. 70 million people a year visit Orlando. They come for the parks, they come for conferences, they come for world-class golf, they come for everything. And so one of the coolest things about living in this area is this is where everybody goes to vacation. So there's lots of amazing things to do.
Another pro that I really wasn't expecting was the wildlife. I can't tell you how much I love the nature and the wildlife here. It's been so beautiful. We go for walks every morning. We're looking for alligators. We're looking for birds. It's incredible.
It's incredible. And when we take our walk at night, the sunsets. I don't know what it is, why the sky is so much bigger in Florida and the clouds are so much more brilliant and bright. It's amazing. Everything about it. The weather. Everybody says to us, yeah, but you know what? It's going to be really hot. I bet you're going to die with the heat. Right?
Yeah.
Well, right now in New Jersey, where we used to live, it's the same temperature as it is here. This is July 2022. And it's 93 or 94 degrees here. Granted, they're calling it a heat wave in New Jersey at 93, 94 degrees, but it's hot.
It really has. We haven't really noticed much change for that at all. It's hot when it's hot, but when we're not cold anymore, there's another pro.
Yeah, you kind of get used to it. And to Linda's point, in November and December and January, when it's still 80 degrees out and the sun is still shining, you can't trade it for anything. A lot of people joke around here that we're shoveling sunshine instead of snow. So the weather is a huge pro. And another big thing is the housing market. Housing market, the properties have appreciated incredibly. There's new construction. There's so many new developments that are going up. They seem to be planned communities. So in New Jersey, where we were, and maybe where you're from, there's mature housing everywhere, right? And your housing is limited. You have to renovate. You have these old Cape Cods. They've really thought of a lot of things. And when you're buying new construction here for under $400,000, under $500,000, you have great insulation, great wiring, great setups for pretty much everything.
But the variety is there as well. Like in the town, in where we live in Claremont, there is the historical side of Claremont where you can get those older homes that are beautiful and with the charm and with the character. And if that's what you desire, that you can have that here. Or if you want the newer homes, it just makes it much more attainable to be able to buy new and be able to get a new construction or have newer. I just would say that the variety of the housing market is like something we didn't know before.
Yeah, absolutely. Everything from mobile home parks to condos and townhomes to single family homes to even equestrian properties. There's a lot to offer in this area. So it's really kind of cool. Another pro would be jobs. I can't tell you how many times I hear from people that moving to Florida means a pay cut, and it's going to be really hard to find a job.
I think also the ability to work from home has changed a lot of that too, but it is, the job market is increasing, and if you look at Disney itself, they're bringing on so many different levels of hiring that it's exploding actually.
Yeah, recent article, press release from the state of Florida talked about Orlando itself actually being one of the hottest job markets, not only in Florida, but in the country. So there's job growth, there's wage growth. I think the median wage, Lynda looked this up, so it was around $24 an hour, which is below the national average, which is I think around $27 or $28 an hour. But a lot of that is brought down because of hourly workers in the hospitality industry, at the parks, in the restaurants, at retail, for all of the different things that happen with tourism around here. So there are jobs. A lot of people work remotely. And let me tell you, if you are in the trades, a carpenter, an electrician, a plumber, a painter, anything having to do with the housing market, now would be a great
time to be here because you are needed.
Building all over the place, building. New construction, endless opportunity.
Can we talk about location?
Oh, can we talk about location? What are the 3 rules in real estate?
Location.
Location. So, what is so awesome about Orlando?
Oh my gosh, what isn't awesome about Orlando? We are in the middle of everything.
They call it Central Florida.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, an hour and a half to the beach, either way, it's beautiful.
We're close to everything, really. In Jersey, we go down the shore, right? So from Orlando, you could go down the shore to the east and go to like Daytona Beach, Melbourne Beach, Vero Beach, Cocoa Beach. That's within 2 hours. If you want to go 3 hours, you can get to Jacksonville, St. Augustine. A little further south, you can be in West Palm Beach area in 3 hours. Miami is 4 hours. I made the mistake of actually booking a flight out of Miami and was like, it'll be easy. 4 hours, but still 4 hours you can be in Miami. It's pretty awesome. To going down the shore on the West Coast, the Gulf Coast, we've got Clearwater Beach, Sarasota and Siesta Key, Tampa. Tampa's only an hour and a half away. So location is really pretty amazing. The highway system here gives us opportunities for a lot of things. So location is it's pretty awesome. How about another pro, which would be taxes? Nobody loves taxes.
No.
I don't love taxes. Property taxes are much lower here than where we've lived previously. I know because we've heard from other people that lower taxes than in California, lower taxes than in Illinois and New York, a lot of these other places. So no state income tax and lower property tax.
Yep. Facts are facts. Not much needed to be said about that, just the taxes.
Taxes are less. So
much better.
Much better. Not to be controversial or anything, but politics. Florida's a red state. We moved here in the middle of the pandemic. Well, not even the middle, at the beginning of the pandemic, because we were in New Jersey and everything was completely shut down. We had come here for a vacation the week before the shutdown. So kind of crazy, but it planted the seed for us that, what are we doing here in New Jersey? We moved down while everything was still like locked down in New Jersey. It was pretty much open here. So Governor DeSantis, and being a red state, just from what I can see, and maybe disagree with me all you want, put it in the comments, tell us what you think. This is not to make a political stand either direction, but we've enjoyed having more open freedom, less lockdown, less restriction, all that kind of stuff. So I think
and not at the sacrifice of the health. I definitely feel.
I think Florida survived the pandemic better statistically than other places that had more restriction. Maybe it's because of good weather. Maybe it's because of the sunshine. Maybe it's because everybody was happier. I don't know. Okay, so not everything's perfect, all right?
No. Definitely.
So there are cons to living in Orlando, Florida. The first one for me, the heat and the humidity.
I love the heat. Don't mind the humidity.
I love that it can be 80 degrees, sunshine all year round. So that, in October through April, when Other places are still getting snow and cold and frost. We're outside playing golf, taking our dog walk, going to the pool. I love that. But the humidity is, when you're looking at 90% humidity, it can be pretty heavy. I went to law school. We were married. I went to Tulane for law school in New Orleans, and now that's humidity.
That was humid. That was an hair dryer in your face here.
That was like a heavy wet blanket sitting on you.
Definitely.
I don't feel that here.
I don't feel that here. And with the humidity comes some really cool storms, which maybe is a con for you. I do love the storms, some of the storms, the thunderstorms, the lightning storms, as long as I'm not driving. I would say driving in the lightning storm, a little scary.
Yeah. Driving in the lightning, driving in the rain when it comes down, that's kind of rough.
Another con people talk about a lot is the traffic.
Yes, traffic. When you say how long does it take to get somewhere, it depends. You could look on your GPS for us to get to the airport, and it could be 40 minutes one day, and the next day it's an hour and 10 because I-4 is backed up. There are a lot of toll roads to avoid I-4. There's a lot of back roads that you learn after you live here and you become a Floridian. The traffic can give us a real headache. Depends on the time of day, depends on the season for Disney, it depends on a lot of things, but traffic does get backed up.
Yeah, at any given time, if you went to, if you were heading to the mall one day, it took you 20 minutes, it could take you 40 the next day. It's very unpredictable. There's no standard, this is rush hour traffic. It kind of can vary at any time. So you just have to remember, although it is a con, you do have to remember to just allow for unpredictability and just allow extra time.
And drive defensively. There's a lot of tourists, there's a lot of people unfamiliar with where they are in a rental car, etc. So it's not uncommon to see people cross 3 lanes of traffic because they're trying to take a turn, whatever it is. So sometimes traffic is a real negative.
It's just something to be aware of.
So this is a weird one, but I think one of the cons is that there's not enough professional sports for Orlando.
Are you kidding? There's none. Florida has how many football teams?
Florida has 3 NFL teams. There's Tampa Bay Buccaneers,
how many other states can say that?
Jacksonville Jaguars, Miami Dolphins.
Okay.
But nothing for Orlando.
Florida is known for its sports. It's excellent.
So
they
kind
just
of,
don't have
so
the
kind of like
Philadelphia
being
Eagles.
in New Jersey, like even the teams that practice and play in New Jersey, the Jets and the Giants, they don't even call themselves New Jersey. Orlando, we're kind of in the same boat. There are a lot of sports here. Sports teams, everybody practices here. Soccer.
It's big. There's
the Orlando Magic. The Orlando Magic is here.
There's a sports team for any sport you would like to follow.
The Orlando Magic have not been terribly magical, but they did have the first pick in this year's draft. So who knows? Things could change, and it is a fun game to go to. But I do wish that there was like an NFL team.
He was just the Philadelphia Eagles were here, but
and I'm still a Philadelphia Eagles fan. So if you are, if one of the cool things about Orlando being such a destination type of city, there's a spot called the Orlando Wing Shack, which is a Philadelphia Eagles place. So all the games are broadcast, lots of affinity kind of places. So if you're a Steelers fan, a 49ers fan, whatever it is, you could probably find a bar or a restaurant that will broadcast all those games, which is kind of cool.
I think the funny thing is that with all these pros and cons, there are so many pros, and there are cons because nothing's perfect. I still don't regret moving down here. I think it was the best decision we ever made. For every con, we can agree to disagree on a way to make it a positive.
Yes. A lot of times there's 2 sides to every coin. Sometimes people want the perfect. They want the skies to open, the harps to play, the angels to sing, but it can't always be perfect. There has to be a little bit of rain in order to really appreciate the sun. And so there's going to be cons, there's pros and cons to everything, but overall living in Orlando has been fantastic, and I think
If you're watching this video, it's because you're thinking about it, you're questioning it, you're looking for the cons, you're looking to either talk yourself into or out of moving to Florida, and we would love to hear from you. So message us in the write a comment, and call us. We would love to hear from you. And just talking about Florida is one of our favorite things to do. So we would love to hear.
We'd love to hear. And there's a lot of people that talk about moving to Orlando or moving to Florida, but they're thinking like 3 years from now, or 5 years from now, or 10 years from now when I retire. Give me a call so I can tell you why that's not a great idea.
Maybe we'll make another video on that.
We'll probably make another video, so check back on our channel. Hit the subscribe button below so you get notified of new videos. Scroll through our channel. We're just getting started, so that's cool, and hopefully we'll have more content that we build up over time.
You have something you want to hear, let us know.
And let us know. And but waiting, if you know, or you think, or it's likely that you're gonna move or you're gonna want to retire in 5 or 10 years, my recommendation is buy a place now, watch it appreciate, rent it out to other people, so that when you get here, maybe it's paid off. You've had other people paying off your mortgage. You've had a place to visit as a vacation home that doesn't cost you anything, and you're set. You're gold. So call us. We want to hear from you. We get a lot of calls. Call us. You can call me 973-615-6881. You can call Lynda
973-229-8695.
You can visit our Facebook group, which is Everyday Orlando, or our Facebook page at Everyday Orlando. Lynda's been crushing it on TikTok and Instagram at Magical Parks Lynda. We want to hear from you, so we look forward to sharing more pros and cons. I'm sure we'll develop other things we like and don't like the longer we're here. But this has been fun.